I felt like it was appropriate to start the new year on YouTube with a new video about New Year resolutions for photographers who don't necessarily have business or client-based New Year goals, but more just want to keep building a relationship with your camera, with your work, building and refining your photography routine. My first idea is carrying your camera around more with you. This seems like a very obvious one, but the idea is a lot easier than it is to actually do it. This is an easy goal because more can look like whatever. If you carry around your camera no times a week, it can be carrying around once a week. It could be taking it out on weekends. It could be taking it to work, like on your commute. Like, more can look like whatever you want it to, whatever you need it to look like. Another idea, learn a new technical skill. When you're self-taught, a lot of times you don't really learn about the subjects and the skills that don't come up directly in the area of photography that you shoot. And so a lot of things get overlooked. Choose a photo of a photographer that you really admire, really like their work, and try to emulate that photo. Chances are it won't look the same, but why doesn't it look the same? What did they do in their photo? What technique did they use that you were not able to use or didn't know to use that would make your photo look more like their photo? Does that make sense? Am I making sense? Like, emulate a photo when inevitably you can't do it. Figure out why you can't do it. Like, what is in the way? This is also really good because it trains your eye to be able to identify small details and other techniques that photographers use. And you'll never be mad about learning a new skill. Another idea, plan to take one great photo every single week or month, whatever is more realistic for you. One great photo is worth 1,000 meh photos, especially if you're trying to build up your website or build your portfolio. A great photo is subjective. It can be really anything. When I think of a great photo, I think of a photo where if someone, like a stranger, asked you, like, hey, can I see your work? You'd be like, right here. So something that you're proud of, something that you get compliments on, like just a photo that embodies the type of work that you want to continue doing. And the fun thing about this is that it might look like planning more shoots or planning more photography days, asking friends or family to pose for you, or doing a whole spec shoot of products. Like, whatever your type of photography is, like, you have to be very intentional about creating the circumstances and the environment to create your ideal photo, your one great photo. And it feels like less of a hurdle to take one great photo every month versus make the goal build a new portfolio. Like, building a portfolio is something that can take years and years. And if you break it down into smaller steps, it makes it more realistic to achieve. It just feels better when you break things down into smaller steps. If you make taking one great photo a week or every month your goal, by June, you'll have a pretty good variety of photos. You could either make like a mini portfolio, like that's specifically of a certain subject. Like, it's you make your own rules. Just make sure you take that one great photo every week or every month. Okay, one that I seriously need to work on, organize your digital files. It is so hard to stay organized when your computer and your camera roll are just a clusterfuck of a ton of photos from 3 months ago, 6 months ago, 3 years ago, random SD cards with photos of people that you don't even talk to anymore. Like, it's so overwhelming when you have photos everywhere with no rhyme or reason of why they're there. Number one, delete them. Like, delete them. And if the idea of deleting them makes you go, oh, I could never delete them, well, then put them on a hard drive. If they sit on your computer or your phone, they're not safe. Like, I recently just lost my computer, and I know for a fact that there were photos on there that I did not have saved anywhere else. And it had been my goal to get them backed up, but I just never did it. I don't know what they are. I'm not thinking about what they are because I know if I figure it out, then I'll be like, ah. Bottom line is they should have never been on my computer as the only place. I think the general rule is have photos in at least 2 different places. Well, no, now we're kind of getting, that's actually a different topic, I think. I don't know. Anyways, do yourself and your devices a favor by deleting all those needless raw files that you have taking up several gigabytes of space and put them on a hard drive where they're safe and you can keep them forever taking up space. My last idea for a New Year resolution would be to gift a print to someone. This is a really good goal to set because one, you get to gift someone that you love your work, and then they get to hang it up and have a new piece of art. That's always good. And two, you get to see your own work printed, which is very special. We are so used to looking at our work on our phones, on tablets, on computers, that we can forget that photography was originally a strictly physical medium. Photography is meant to be viewed in person. In the same way that seeing a painting online doesn't give you the same experience, it's the same with photos. Like any photographer who routinely prints out their work will tell you, critiquing it, looking at it, archiving it, it's a different emotional experience when you have it physically in your hands in front of you. It's very emotional. It's emotional for me. I love seeing my work printed. And you might be saying, Tessa, why gift it? Why not just print your work? Personally, I really like the idea of my work being out there in the world, not controlled by me. I like the idea of my work in a place where it's not just appreciated online, but also in a physical space. Every time I walk into my friend's house and they have one of my prints on the wall, you can't help but smile. I don't know how to describe the feeling. Maybe it's like a mixture of pride and I don't know. It's like seeing an old friend. It's like walking into a room and seeing an old friend and being like, oh my God, like, hey, you're here. It's a really hard feeling to describe, so I guess you'll just have to print out your work and gift it to your friends so they can hang it up in their house and you can see for yourself, like, what it feels like. It feels really good. A lot of times people will advise you, print out your prints, you can sell them. Like, if you want to do that, that's great, but gifting a print to someone is I think, maybe this is just like the photographer in me, but I think that's I think it's a good gift. I would like to receive my friends' prints. And not everything has to be about, making a profit. Sometimes things can just be from the heart, doing it for the love of the game, So those are my ideas for New Year resolutions for photographers. If you're here from last year, thank you for sticking around. It's been a while since I posted a video because I was, I don't know, my brain went everywhere. But 2025, it's a new year. Woo! I have my new camera, so I'm going to make a video about that, whatever. I have high hopes for this year. I hope you also have high hopes for this year. It's going to be a good year, and I hope to see you in the next video. I hate saying that, but bye.